Meg's on the leash again. Boy, a little crazy start to our walk. I had Meg on the leash. We're going outside, and I realized that I left my car lights on. So we go back in. I take her off the leash. I get the car keys, thinking she would wait for me. Nope. She follows me outside and starts going for the walk all by herself. As you can see, it all worked out. Mr. Painter came along on a bike. Meg was staying about 50 feet ahead of me. She wanted to be a free dog this morning, but Mr. Painter brought the treats. And so the combination of the treats and her not knowing what to think of the bike, I was able to get her back on the leash. I kind of feel like she would have just done the walk and we would have just gone home, because that's kind of what she seemed to be intent on doing. She was going exactly where we normally walk and staying about 50 feet ahead of me, but it's nice to have her back on her leash. That's the safest place for her. We don't live in the country. I mean, this kind of looks a little bit like the country when you live in the city, but it's not the country. We have roads with traffic on either sides of this area, and coyotes. We don't want her to get eaten either. So now that we got that stress over, we can enjoy the walk. Meg says she was enjoying the walk the whole time. Don't worry. Yesterday I noticed our figs are very close to being ripe, and I'm keeping really close tabs on them because if I don't, the birds will. Because those figs, ripe figs, if you ever had a ripe fig, man, those are amazing. It's nothing like dried figs. Super sweet. Super sweet. And the fig leaf tea is turning out to be pretty good. And I tried it in a combination with mint. Super good. Blends really well. Well, yesterday Mr. Painter was bowling in a tournament, and day 2 didn't go as good for him. And I kind of think I jinxed him, because day 1, about game 5, I realized my sundress, if you can believe this, I had it on backwards. And I went in and I fixed my dress, and when I came back out, it all went downhill. So he says I jinxed him, and he may have been right. I had to follow him online yesterday because I was working. Wasn't able to be there. But he will bowl more tournaments. I missed him, he missed me. We are on the 11-day countdown, though. 11 more days of working, and then I go back to being a retired lady, doing all my fun projects with Miss Meg. Got to work on getting her in the car, because I would love it if we could follow along with Mr. Painter on some of his tournaments on the road. That would be really fun. Not that we don't have plenty to do at home. With all our garden and things like mesquite pods, we won't be getting them from those trees. Trust me, I can't get up there. But the low-hanging ones, those are the ones we get. Yeah. It's definitely warm out here today. Morning is the time to be out. If you caught my short earlier today, I started with a little cup of coffee and watching the quail and the doves. It's very peaceful. Put my bare feet on the ground. I'm trying that whole grounding thing. Don't know if you've heard of that. I'm very aware that all the stuff that we have in our home that is so cool and wonderful has electrical current. So we're pretty much really surrounded by electricity. And I hear that's really not that great for you. I guess that's pretty common knowledge. It's becoming common knowledge if it's not. Yeah, so we started our walkout with Meg walking by herself. And I'm happy to have her back on the leash because we love this girl. We don't want nothing to happen to her. Ain't that right, baby? But I think she wanted me to come along because she stayed about 50 feet ahead of me. So I think she does actually like my company. I guess I'm an okay human. Is mommy okay by you? Huh? Joy in the morning. This little bit of wild area in this wash is so nice. It's got a lot of rabbits, quail. Who knows what else could be out there. I haven't seen any snakes in this area. I've walked down there many times. Happy to say we haven't had any scorpions at our house either. We did see 2 black widows last year. They were living under our grill, and once we discovered them, Mr. Painter dispatched them. You don't really want black widows. Those things are pretty dangerous. They're pretty, they're interesting, they're kind of reclusive, but you don't want to get bit by one of those. Well, thank you for joining us on our chaotic morning and getting a little bit of peace in nature with us. I'm sure enjoying the peace. And I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.